Evening everyone, and thanks for joining me for another beer review. Right, this time we are going local again and we are heading off to my local brewery, the only real sort of local brewery if you like, and it's from Stonehouse, and it's a collaboration with the Best of British Beer, and this is a bottle of their Shady Haze of Winter, and it's a winter wheat beer collaboration. So it's a Belgian wheat beer, if you like. I'll get my words out in a bit. It's in a 500ml bottle, coming in at 4.2%. Individually, I'm not sure exactly how much they cost. £2.50 to £3 a bottle. I bought it as a half case, if you like, so 6 bottles, and it coming at £1.87. £1.87, cheap as chips. Now, I believe Best of British Beer, who they've done a collaboration with, they do have a website, but I think they actually sell the beers on there. So maybe Stonehouse are starting to supply some websites to sell their stuff, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They do some really good beer. So, why not get your name out there if you can? Nice wintry label, plain black bottle cap. On the back quickly, when I first saw this, I had a few alarm bells ringing. I've got to admit, I'm thinking, hang on, are they just relabeling this beer and basically living off that last Belgian wheat beer that they released, because it says Belgian style wheat beer with orange peel and coriander, exactly the same as the other one, I believe that said. I think on the other one though it said Belgian style wheat beer, if you like, but with orange peel and coriander. It doesn't say there's any other spice in there. So, a wheat beer, orange, coriander, it's all a little bit sort of Christmassy anyway, so I do feel that if it has nothing else in there, I think it's maybe a little bit of a rip-off, if you like. I think they're using the flavours just to say, oh, it's Christmas, if you like. But I'm not here to slate them, I'm not here to knock them. So I've got my Stonehouse Sidelines glass at the ready. So let's get this cracked open and see what we get. 4.2%, if I didn't say. Their Belgian wheat beer was actually 5% and very bloody decent too, if you ask me. So we'll see what we get from this. It's certainly less lively than the Belgian wheat beer that they had. That was a bit potent on the older carbonation, but this is looking really nice. It's maybe got a bit more orange peel in it, I'm going to kind of guess, looking at the colour of it. So, beer in a glass. It's, appearance-wise, for me, it's like a very weak orange juice colour, if you like. Or, I mean, you could... No, it's not lemon. It's definitely sort of like a weak orange juice colour. We got a nice compact finger of white head on top. Can't see any bubbles going up, but I'm sure there is some in there. So, let's give her a swirl. I'm certain it's not so hazy. The other wheat beer was a bit more sort of lemon, sort of haziness to it. This does look a little bit different. So I might have been wrong saying what I did before. Anyway, let's dive in, give her a sniff. Yeah, you get that typical wheaty aroma that you get from a wheat beer. Not really picking the citrus notes up. There's maybe a little bit of citrus in there, not massive though. That could just be me. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm picking the aromas up. There was a little bit of coriander in there. I think I could probably do with sort of like drinking a bit, giving it a real good swirl to really sort of get the aromas there. But it's all there, but just a little bit subdued. So let's dive in on Best of British Beer and Stonehouse Sidelines Shady Haze of Winter wheat beer collaboration. Cheers. Yeah, that's nice. 4.2%. Go in again. Quite a nice body on this, 4.2%. You might think, oh, it's going to be watery, it's going to be very thin. I think for the percentage, it's got a decent body to it. There's no wateriness in there. It is, I'm going to say, well carbonated when you drink it. Not too much, but it is well carbonated. It's smooth, but when the carbonation kicks in, it does give it a roughness around the edge. But the carbonation does push all them flavours around the mouth, it's got to be said. It really does sort of like fling it around everywhere, so you do pick them flavours up. Really nice flavour. For me, that wheatiness is right at the front. The citrus starts to kick in, but at the same time that sort of citrus kicks in, I think you get a nice little malty, sweet maltiness just coming along beside it. Coriander kicks in just after that. And then right on the very back, the other flavours go, and you're still left with that citrus sort of orange peel tang to it. It's bitter, but not in an orange peel sense, if that makes any sense. You kind of think, oh, orange peel is going to be tangy, it's going to have that zesty bitterness to it. There is a bitterness to it, but I'm not feeling that it's that orange zesty bitterness. It's really decent, 4.2%. You could mistake that for stronger. Certainly not from, you know, any sort of presence of alcohol in the drink. But just from the taste, it's got a good full-bodied taste to it, which would make you think it was stronger. I like that. I do like it. Winter, there is a... I don't know what it is, whether they've just got the balance right with it. Because it has all the flavour of just a Belgian wit beer. Maybe a bit less lemon in it than you tend to get with Belgian wit beers. But I think what it is, it's that maltiness at the back. Gives it a warming feel. Almost makes it feel winter-like. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But for me, Stonehouse Brewery and Best of British Shady Haze of Winter wheat beer collaboration, that's a banger. That really is a banger. That is a nice, easygoing, sessionable Belgium style wheat beer that's very drinkable, not watery at all. That's a decent drop, and you could get away with drinking that in the summer as well, because there's enough lightness in the beer. It's really crisp and refreshing. That maltiness, sort of what I get in the background, suits this time of year, but yet that orange peel, that crispness about it, this is certainly something you could drink in the summer or late spring if you like. It's just a decent beer. It's a decent beer. So like I say, Shady Haze of Winter from Best of British Beer and Stonehouse Sidelines range. Well worth picking up, especially if you like your wit beers. 4.2%, it's banging. If you've had this beer before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.